When Jesus has received the sour wine, he said, "It is finished." And he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. What does it mean when Jesus says, "It is finished"? It is not a whimper of defeat. It is not the gasping plea of a victim. But rather, when Jesus says, "It is finished," it is a shout of victory. The Greek word here is Tetelestai. In Greek, this single word, "it is finished," was used by merchants to mean a debt was paid in full. It is used by priests when a sacrifice was found to be without blemish. It was used by artists when the final stroke was laid upon the canvas. So when Jesus speaks these words, he's announcing that the work he came to do, the work of redemption, is complete. The power of sin is finished. The reign of fear that comes from sin is finished. The isolation of suffering is finished, because on the cross, Jesus has taken us out of the isolation in the world of sin into his presence once again. Jesus did not say, "I'm finished," but he says, "It is finished." His life was not being taken, but rather his mission was being fulfilled. This Good Friday, as you pause, you may feel the weight of unfinished grief if you have lost someone recently that you love dearly. Or you may be going through the pain of unfinished dreams, especially when you have come to the period of life whereby it is late middle age. You look back, dreams unfinished, or the unfinished struggles for justice in our world. It is easy to look at all these shadows and think that evil is winning, to think that we are too weak, that would lead us to resignation. But the Good Friday story tells us a very, very different story. And we who are children of God are referred to as Good Friday people. It means a people that trust that the victory has already been won. Even while we wait for the fullness of that victory to be revealed, we are convinced that the victory has already been won. So we don't work towards victory. We work from victory, because Jesus has already completed the work of redemption. He has already overcame death, sin, and the devil. And because Christ finished the work of salvation, we are now free to work the work of love, the work of mercy, and the work of reconciliation without fear. So whatever burden you are carrying, whatever shame you are hiding, whatever debt you feel you owe, lay it at the foot of the cross. It is paid. Jesus has paid it all. It is finished. And because it is finished, a new beginning is possible.